All right, we're live, everyone. No Trevor today, so we're sorry about that. But
Trevor's moved.
yeah, he's in Washington right now. He'll be here tomorrow for the Saturday podcast. We wanted to do it Thursday, but we didn't because of Nick. And we're going to talk about football, the NFL. We're going to go over betting odds, predictions, and Bosa. So I didn't really know much about the Bosa situation, but I perused the Chargers subreddit to learn how I should feel about it. So, based off what Charger fans are saying, I think I should be on the Chargers side. But I read a great take on it. And that was Bosa should come out and say that he supports the San Diego Chargers staying in San Diego, and then he can get everyone on their side. And how do you feel about the Bosa situation, Nick?
Personally, I'm inclined to side with the organization. But at the same time, I do think the reports I have read about them trying to lowball him on contracts and stuff, it's a little unfortunate to me. It just kind of shows how much of a shitty organization the Chargers have been historically.
But I think money-wise, it's pretty much in line with everyone else's rookie contract.
I know what I've heard. Isn't he being paid less than draft picks that were below him though?
No. Well, I guess maybe, but percentage-wise, offsetting language in the contract, it's like pretty much lines up with historical precedent.
I do think though that that the Chargers are they're in the right here. They're the ones who put the pick on Bosa, and if he does not wind up signing with them, it's going to look like a catastrophic loss for both the organization because of the sheer value of a number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
But
they also hyped him up a lot. But Bosa also has no leverage.
Bosa was hyped up to be, and this is probably ridiculous, but he was hyped up to be a J.J. Watt comparison, which is ridiculous because J.J. Watt is probably the greatest.
A ridiculous comparison until it happens.
Yeah, but J.J. Watt's probably the greatest defensive player of all time. So
yeah, he's been really good.
Maybe not as good as LT. Maybe not as good as Lawrence Taylor, but still, definitely the best defensive player in the NFL right now by far.
I think for me is I always side with the players on contract, especially in the NFL. Maybe not in like the NBA where players totally get fair contracts, or baseball where baseball is like in the middle with fair, but the NFL players are already all of them are screwed on their contracts.
Yeah, they play the hardest sport for the shittiest money.
Yeah, and most of their money's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
And they're playing like modern day gladiators. They're mini car crashes every 40 seconds. So like Von Miller sitting out with the franchise tag, Bosa not wanting to play unless he gets more. So I totally get that. Like the NFL player organization, they're bad. They're not that good at negotiating contracts.
I don't get why there hasn't been an NFL strike yet.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe with the next when the next contract term expires, as far as
no idea. Let's
that might
see.
Be something worth looking up.
NFL CBA expiration date. Oh, 2011 they signed a 10-year labor agreement. So
oh shit,
that was dumb.
That's really
2021. Dumb. So 6 more years.
That sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because you have no names in the NBA being paid more than the best players in football.
I know, like Brady is like pretty much on par with his contract with role players in the NBA. But
Harrison Barnes probably is.
But there are more players in the NFL.
True.
Like the NBA only has 300 people at any given time.
But what does the NFL look like revenue-wise compared to the NBA?
Way more.
Exactly.
Way more. You're right. That changes the game. A member of the Bosa camp told me that the possibility is slim but growing every day. The problem Bosa has is that a worse team that the Chargers could draft him, though. Now that seems hard to imagine. Even the Browns are laughing at the Chargers.
You screwed up when the fucking Browns are laughing at you.
Hey man, I like Hugh Jackson on the Browns. I like that coaching thing. He didn't get a fair rap in Oakland. He did that dumb trade where he gave up first rounders for Carson Palmer, two of them. But he really wanted to make the playoffs, man. Jason Campbell broke his collarbone in 2011.
Carson Palmer
Kyle Bowler was really
Carson
awful.
Palmer was top 3 quarterback last year.
And so many Raider fans were dumb. So many people blamed Carson Palmer when we were shitty. Well, it's like it wasn't his fault, man. Our team just sucked.
Yeah.
It's like my dad really likes Carson Palmer, and I was like, why'd he suck for us? It's like, Dad, we sucked. Not Carson Palmer. Palmer was fine. But quarterbacks always get the rap, good or bad.
No. The quarterback shoulders the reputation of a team on their back. As far as the team success, it lives and dies with the quarterback.
All right, so now I want to go over some NFL season props, some over-unders for win-losses, the NFL MVP stuff.
So you want to say if you want to take the over or the under?
Yeah, I think that would be perfect. For the NFL MVP award winner, before we know the odds, who do you think?
In my heart of hearts, this is not going to happen, but I would love to see J.J. Watt take home the MVP one of these years. But personally, I am anticipating...
He's not even on the odds list.
That's funny. But I am anticipating probably...
No, he is. He's at plus 2,500.
He's at plus 2,500?
Yeah, so pretty good.
I'm gonna do a safe bet, and I'm probably gonna.
That puts him at 10th.
I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is in fact the favorite to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers because it's hard to go against a quarterback, especially
one that is clearly the reason their team succeeds.
And he's getting weapons back this year,
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron Rodgers is probably the smart bet.
No, I like Alex Smith at plus 10,000.
Plus 10,000.
He's has better odds than AJ Green.
That's pretty funny.
That just shows you how much people will vote for quarterbacks for MVP.
Dude, it's always great when non-quarterbacks win the MVP.
Like AP that one year.
I loved when AP won it. LaDainian Tomlinson won it.
Hey, Derek Carr is at plus 5,000.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But,
unless he has another.
Wait.
Unless he exponentially.
Derek Carr has better odds than Alex Smith.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
It's not that surprising though, especially.
I mean, Derek Carr.
Alex Smith is really overrated.
Yeah.
Another example of team success making people think a quarterback is better than they are.
Who's number 2 in the MVP odds?
Ben Roethlisberger.
No.
Why not, man?
I don't see it.
Why not?
I just don't see it happening.
Why not? They're a pass. They pass way more now.
Because Aaron Rodgers is a superior quarterback and will likely have more wins than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers have, I think, they're even favorites to win the division. So everyone's pretty hyped on the Steelers right now. At least the the public that bets.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, just a question. Where's Cam Newton on that?
3rd.
Okay.
Plus 800.
Yeah.
I would say since MVPs don't happen in the NFL more than once in a row usually, I think plus 800 is pretty fair.
Didn't Peyton won twice in a row, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's the MVP king, man.
Yeah.
Peyton. Although I think the Panthers will probably regress from 15-1.
Probably.
Which will hurt Cam Newton's MVP odds a lot.
Yeah. What's the highest for a non-quarterback?
It's J.J. Watt.
Oh, J.J. Watt's the highest?
J.J. Watt has the best odds for non-quarterback. It's
Oh.
Rodgers, Roethlisberger, Newton, Wilson, Brady, Luck, Palmer, Eli, and then Watt.
Eli. That's hysterical.
Well, the Giants seems pretty bad, man, so if they don't suck, Eli will get a lot of the credit. He just needs Romo to go down. Oh, he's tied with Romo for odds.
I have a very dumb bet going on right now that I probably shouldn't have made, but it's a few years old, that Eli Manning would make the Hall of Fame. So anything that can make that happen, I am 100% on board Eli Manning having a comeback great year and winning the MVP.
Eli's going to be in that Jim Plunkett school of not making the Hall of Fame. 2 Super Bowls, really overrated historically
2 Super Bowl
because
MVPs,
of 2 Super
man.
Bowls.
2 Super Bowl MVPs.
I think everyone knows that first MVP was total horseshit. I think even the initial reaction was that should have went to the D-line. They should have given it to someone on the D-line.
Strahan.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So who do you think's going to lead in passing yards? Right now, the favorite's Drew Brees, which makes perfect sense given the Saints.
It's going to be Drew Brees.
It's
going to be Drew Brees.
Ben Roethlisberger's number 2 on this list.
Ben Roethlisberger definitely stands a good chance with
all the favorites for this are good quarterbacks on bad teams other than Roethlisberger. Brees, Rivers, Ryan, Eli, and then Rodgers. So four of those quarterbacks were just on teams that
Drew
were
Brees
incomplete
has
last year.
pedigree for that, and
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Their offense. The passing records get shattered every year.
What's the next one?
Receiving yards. Antonio Brown's the favorite.
Antonio Brown.
I don't know, man.
Well,
Julio Jones is on one of my fantasy teams, so I'm thinking Julio Jones.
I would love for Odell to do it, but just looking at the Steelers' offense, I have a hard time picking against.
You know what? I still think the Bengals are better than the Steelers. I think the Bengals are being.
Well, oh, that's funny.
Bengals are getting the Bengals treatment right now from the media.
You know what the funny thing is? Actually, when we do our predictions later, I actually picked the Bengals.
Yeah,
and I thought for sure you were going to pick the Steelers.
Nah, I'm on the Bengals hype train, man. I think they're being underrated again.
Yeah.
They're getting that
every single year
in Cincinnati treatment. No. All right, Coach of the Year. Who you got?
I never get this one right.
No one does.
I honestly don't know.
I'm going with Hugh Jackson, man. Brown's gonna go 9-7.
No way.
9-7. And
Jack Del Rio.
Jack Del Rio's odds are plus 1,800.
I like Jack Del Rio.
Bruce Arians is actually the favorite.
Huh. What's Belichick at?
Plus 1,000.
There's no. Belichick's not gonna get it.
Hey man, you never know.
Yeah.
He could be the default choice, you know.
Maybe if they go. What's Brady's suspension?
4 games.
4-0.
If they go, all they need to do is go 2-2, and then
they're still set.
Yeah, I think though, man, that's gonna make the AFC East a lot more interesting.
I would love for the Patriots to go 0-4, but
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
I don't know their schedule yet, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, so over under for the Arizona Cardinals 9.5. What do you got?
They're 9.5 for their wins.
Minus 200 for over, plus 160 for under. So they're expected to go over.
Over.
Payout's not that good though. I'd avoid that.
Well, but they're gonna win more.
Yeah.
We'll
just ignore that part. What the odds right now? Over for the Ravens 8.5. Over under.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go under as well. Because they were injury riddled last year, so they're probably not going to be as bad.
Old guys like Terrell Suggs.
It's just they're in the division with the Steelers and Bengals, so that's a hard division to play in, man.
Yeah.
All right, the Bills over 8 or under 8.
Exactly 8.
So it's going to be a push.
I'm going to push.
I am going over 2 on the Bills.
Yeah.
Panthers over 10.5 or under 10.5.
Over. They still play in the South.
Hey man, that division, dude, it's weird. I'm going under.
You're going under 10.5.
I'm going under 10.5.
Do you think they're going to regress more than 5 games?
Yeah, I do. I don't think they're going to go 15-1 again. I don't think they're nearly that good.
I don't think they're going to go 15-1, but I don't think they're going to lose.
I think they're going to win 10 games. I'm going to go.
That's interesting. Okay.
Under for sure on that. Bears over 7.5 or under 7.5.
Under 7.5.
I'm gonna go under, but with 7 wins.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. Probably.
I'm gonna go under. Bengals over 9.5 or under 9.5.
Over 9.5.
I agree with that. We already typed up the Bengals just now.
Over 9.5.
Now we have the Browns over or under 4.5. Over under.
I want to say over.
They're favorites for over 4.5. There's minus 135.
So what's the payout then?
Well, if you bet $100, if you bet $135, you'd win 100 for over 4.5. And if you bet under 4.5 and you bet $100, you'd win $105.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say push.
You can't get a push on
Oh, no,
4.5.
Right, 4.5.
I'm going under on the Browns. They're gonna be hot garbage, but I like their direction.
But I want them to say.
I like their direction.
You know what? I'm gonna say under 2 for 4 wins.
All right, now the Cowboys. Over 9.5 or under 9.5?
Over.
I'm gonna go over 2. Their odds are even on that. You know, we're totally gonna when we do this and then we do our NFL predictions for the divisions, we're totally gonna have contradictory shit. So, like after we review all our picks at the end of the year, we can just say we were right about stuff, even if we had contradictory picks. Like, I called that. I totally called that shit. All right, Broncos. It's really interesting. At 9, over under.
I really want to go under.
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 I'm going under.
Definite under. They lost a lot of guys.
Trevor, man, he's armor of a god. That's the storyline out of the Broncos camp. They're really happy with his progress.
Yeah, they're.
You know what, man? Though I still think they might be better than the Raiders, and that makes me sad. I don't think we're nearly as good as people are saying. All right, Lions over under 7. I'm going under.
Yeah.
People are hyped up on the Lions because they finished strong, but I don't know, losing Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
They're in I think the NFC North is pretty good all around. Like, they're in a tough division. And I like Matt Stafford a lot, but their offense is pretty one-dimensional. All right, over under for the Packers, 10.5.
Slight over 11.
I'm going under at 10 though. I'm going under.
Okay.
Texans over or under for 8.5. How you feel about Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar, man.
You mean Brock Osweiler?
No, I'm giving him the name Brock Lesnar.
Okay. You know, I don't know with this. I can't.
I'm going over on the Texans. I'm going over.
I really want to say over, but yeah, I'll say over. Yeah,
They're going over, man. They're going to hit 9 wins.
Exactly 9. No more. No more than 9 wins.
Colts over or under 9.5?
Under.
I'm probably going to go under as well, just because I kind of half expect Andrew Luck to die physically. All right. Jaguars. The AFC South is interesting, man.
Dude, the most hyped up team of the offseason. Right here.
Over under 7.5. Going under.
Under for 7.
Chiefs over, or we're going to piss off a lot of fan bases. At least I am. I've said under for so many of these. All right. Chiefs over or under 9.5?
Over.
I'm going over as well. I think they're the best team in the AFC West.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bangle it, though. I hope they... Because I don't like them. Rams over or under 7.5. I'm going a strong under on that.
Yeah, under for sure.
I'm going 6 wins. Maybe their quarterback's going to be awesome, though, man.
Dude, Jared Goff is reportedly 3rd in the depth chart.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's not very hype. Especially...
He was the number 1 pick.
I like that they did the RG3 trade that everyone praised them for, and then they did the same exact trade in reverse. All right, Dolphins. Over, under 7.
Push.
I'm going under.
I'm
going under.
I'm just thinking about that division. I'm like, I don't know.
Vikings over under 9.5.
Well, I said 11 for the Packers, right?
Yeah, you said over.
It's 9.5. I
For
think
the
the Vikings get 10 wins.
I'm going under
You think
very
so?
strongly.
Hmm.
I think they get 7 wins.
You think they get 7? Okay.
I'm going 7 wins on them. Patriots over under 10.5. And this one's gonna be hard because of the whole Brady situation.
I have no idea.
You know what, man? It's like the Patriots are like the Spurs, where it's like I feel like scared to doubt them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over still. I'm gonna go over for 11 wins.
I'm just gonna go with the irrationality of just picking the Patriots over for the picking the.
That organization knows what it's doing.
It does, and you know what? I'm pretty confident they'll go 2-2 without Brady. Just like they went. I don't know though. It's. I don't know.
What's the thing with Deion Lewis?
I don't know.
He's out for 8 weeks. So.
Yeah. I'll probably go under. You know what? I'm gonna go under because I'm gonna make a bold prediction later for the divisions.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go over with the Pats. I'm gonna go for 11 wins.
Saints over or under 7. Saints fans were really pissed by these odds because they're like, fucking 7 wins. We got all these new guys. We're way better than last year.
Under.
I'm going push. I think they'll get 7 wins. I think they'll get 7. New York Giants over or under 8.
Under.
Under. Yeah, I agree with that. Jets over or under 8. I'm going push.
Yeah, push.
The Jets will go 8-8. Now the Raiders over or under 8.5.
They gave us 8.5,
and we're favorites to do that. We're at -140.
Under.
They expect us to make 9 wins.
Under.
I am also going under. I think we get 7 wins. Eagles over or under 7. Under.
That's an organization I never know what's going on with.
I know the whole. Yeah, I'm going under. I think that's the safer one there. Steelers over or under 10.5.
What did I say for the Bengals? I said over, and they were at 9.5.
Yeah.
10.5. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna hype up the AFC North, man. They're going over.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think
the Bengals and Steelers both
I think
go over.
That's going to be a race until the finish line.
It's going to be a good. Win. I'm hyped for the AFC North battles.
Yeah.
Man. Chargers over or under 7.
Under.
I'm gonna go push. I'm gonna go push on that. All right, the Niners over or under 5.5.
Under. That team's going to be bad.
I'm going to go under, and I'm going to predict 5 wins. I think it's going to be close. I think they could totally push 6 wins. Or they'll be... No, I don't know, man. They could even...
Dude, that's a tough division.
3. Yeah, I know, but I could still see 6 wins.
I need to see what the rest of their strength of schedule is before...
I could see it. You know, I could see a 3-13 or 6-10. They're that good. Seahawks over under 10.5.
Over.
I'm going over as well.
Yeah.
Now we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's another good
betting odds are hyping up the Bucs, man. Over under 7.5. They won 6 games last year, right? It's not unfeasible.
I'm still gonna say under. Say under for 7.
I think I've said under for almost every NFC South team so far. So I'm gonna go under again. I'm gonna keep that consistent.
Yeah.
I think 7 wins. Titans over under 5.5. I'm going over.
Really?
I think the Titans will win more than 5.5 games.
I think they're going to win less than 5.5 games. I'll go for 5.
Now we have the Redskins over under 7.5.
Hey, they won the division last year, so
under
for sure.
Under 7.5.
Yeah.
All right.
You like that?
I think that's all of them. So the next odds are which teams will make the playoffs. So we'll just ignore that because we're going to go over divisions right now.
Okay.
All right. So AFC East predictions. Who you got first, second, third, and fourth?
I got the Patriots in first.
I'm going Bills for the first place.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to win the division. I think Brady being out will give them just enough room to squeak by in that division.
Wait, what did you predict the Bills wins at?
I went over, I
Oh,
think.
you went over.
I went over. I think.
Okay.
Let's see what their odds are. They were over 8, and the Patriots are at 10.5. So.
Okay. I've got Patriots. Then I got the Bills, Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, I have the Jets and Dolphins in the same spot as you. All right, AFC North predictions.
I had the Bengals first.
Yeah, I agree with that. Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, and then Browns.
Perfect, right there. That's my exact prediction.
People are hyping up the Steelers big time, but I just think the Bengals are a better team all around. Now the AFC South.
Oh shit.
AFC South. All right, so
this is one of the ones I don't know.
It's so tough because they're all so close and they're all so mediocre.
Yeah. I guess if we're going off what I predicted,
there's just so much I dislike about each of the teams.
I guess if we're going off what I predicted, it would be Texans at first. Then I would have the Colts, Jaguars, and Titans.
See, it's like the Texans got like zero production from their quarterback position, so as long as they maintain that and all the other stuff.
Hey, and you never know, Clowney.
Yep.
Clowney might actually, do
maybe
some
break out. So I think the Colts are definitely gonna be in the divisional race. So I'm gonna piss off some Jaguars fans. I think they get last place. I think
they're going to be worse than Titans?
I think the Titans will get third place.
I think the Titans are going to be the worst.
I think the Titans are being underrated right now, and Jacksonville is being overrated. So I'm going Texans, Colts, Titans, and Jaguars. AFC West.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Raiders. Broncos. Chargers.
I'm going to go Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, and then Raiders. I think the Raiders will be the worst team in the AFC West. Despite the media circus with the Chargers. Oh, yeah. I think so. I'm not that confident.
It's easier not to be confident. It
makes
things more variable.
I mean, our O-line looks good. Our receivers led the league in drops last year, though. Carr looked pretty okay, but he's being overrated right now. Our defense was god-awful last year, and it doesn't look like it's going to be super awesome this year. I mean, we have a lot of problems. Now we're on to the NFC East. Who do you got?
The NFC East, I have got the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that's an obvious one. I think the Cowboys, then not the Eagles, the Reds. Oh, man, I don't know.
I don't even know. Okay.
Giants, second place. Man, they have Eli as the...
Odell and Eli?
Yeah, fuck it.
That's a potent combination right there.
Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Redskins. We're putting the Redskins back in last place. It's a mediocre division. I think the Cowboys are the least mediocre out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure. You have the questions of, I guess, Romo's age and injury history, but...
He got hit recently, they said he's fine, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Now we have everyone can get injured in the NFL, though, so it's kind of pointless to speculate. I mean, they're fucking running into each other every single play.
That's true.
NFC North, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears.
I got Packs, Vikings, Bears, Lions.
I'm going Packers, Bears, Lions, and Vikings.
Okay.
I'm going Vikings last place.
You're going hard against the Vikings.
Yeah, I am.
Maybe we'll see what if Adrian Peterson can maintain his last year's level of production.
He better. He's on one of my fantasy teams, and he better not fucking hit his kid again.
Beat him with a fucking stick.
All right, so the NFC South: Falcons, Panthers, Buccaneers, or Saints.
Panthers to win.
Yeah, I think so too.
I guess.
I'm going Falcons second place.
Yeah, I want to say Falcons for second place too.
Buccaneers for third place, and the Saints for last.
Yeah.
Although with Drew Brees, man, it's a quarterback-driven league.
Yeah, you never know.
Sean Payton's a good coach. Maybe their defense doesn't suck as
I
bad
don't know.
this year.
I watched a lot of Saints games last year, and I have no confidence in that team.
This year is really close, man. I think this year's tough to predict. I think it's one of the more tough years to predict.
Definitely. So what, we have last in the NFC West?
Yep, and then we'll do wild card picks.
I suspect we differ on this one.
All right, because I'm picking the Seahawks.
I'm picking the Cardinals.
Picking the Cardinals.
Because I have picked the Cardinals for the last 3 years.
I was on the
Fucking
Cardinals bandwagon the
Cardinals.
last 2 years, but now I'm back on the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are better.
I think it's gonna be close though. I think that's gonna be.
I do think it's gonna
be a really strong top of the division.
Yeah, I don't think.
Actually, those two might.
I don't think either of them are gonna run away with the division.
Those two might be the best two teams in the NFC.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're clearly the best two teams in the NFC.
Yeah.
One of them's gonna be stuck with away though in the playoffs.
That sucks.
You have to go against the NFC South in the first round.
Oh well, that's more forgivable.
I don't know. Playing in those domes suck, dude.
Yeah.
Falcons, Saints. I mean, the only one that doesn't play in a dome.
So
well, I guess
I've got Cardinals, Seahawks, Rams, Niners.
Yeah, I think Niners are last place. Rams third.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I mean, Rams or Niners could duke it out for last place easily.
You never know. But
you know what? I think the Rams are much more solidly in third place though than the Niners. Gun to my head, I think the Rams are in a better position than the Niners.
Yeah.
The Niners are the true media circus of the NFL right now.
True.
I think they're way more of a circus internally than the Chargers.
But
especially since the Chargers have leverage on both.
It sucks to be a 49ers fan.
Oh man, poor them. 5 Super Bowls.
It's
Bowl appearance recently.
You're right.
They're so deprived.
I was gonna make I think a very good comparison if we're doing cross league comparisons is the Niners are like a worse version of what the Bulls are as far as Bulls rose to power really quickly, disappeared quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels with the Tibbs and
Harbaugh.
Yep.
So Harbaugh went to go coach college. So
yeah, that pisses me off. I wanted Harbaugh on the Raiders so bad. I'm happy with Del Rio, but I wanted Harbaugh so bad at the time. I was like, I'll take that asshole. I'll take him. I don't care if he's a dickhead. But we got Del Rio instead, and that's been working out fine. So I think, we're gonna air tomorrow, and
weren't we gonna do Super Bowl picks?
Oh yeah, Super Bowl picks. That's right.
Okay.
Super Bowl picks. Oh man, this is a tough one. You know what, man? You know what? I'm gonna go really bold here. I think the Cincinnati Bengals.
Really?
I think the Bengals are gonna win the Super Bowl this year, man, because the NFC is clearly the better conference right now.
Yeah.
I think the NFC. I mean, if you look at the conferences, the NFC is better. So the Bengals' hardest route is going to be between them and the Steelers. So if they win the division, I don't know, the Patriots. They'll have to play the Patriots and the Patriots or Steelers. So in the AFC, the top 3 teams are clear. I think it's between the Steelers, Bengals, and Patriots. Right? There's no disagreement. Even if the Bills win the division like I'm predicting, I think the Patriots are a safer bet come playoff time because part of the reason I'm predicting Bills winning the division is the Brady suspension. And then the NFC, it's like, all right, Cowboys play in a dome, and they're most likely to get home field advantage. So either the Cardinals or the Seahawks will have to go to Dallas, which isn't the easiest thing. The NFC South, I think the Panthers are a good bet to come out of there too. I don't think the Panthers are I have them as an under, but I'm not gonna say no way they make the Super Bowl. I don't think they will though.
No.
But I think the NFC has 2 very clear favorites in the Seahawks and Cardinals, and then Packers or Panthers.
You know, it's funny because I picked the Cardinals to win the NFC West. Part of me kind of likes the possibility of a Pat Seahawks rematch.
I don't think a rematch will happen. I'm going to go for the NFC. I'm gonna pick the Packers to come out.
Oh yeah.
Just because they're not. I'm gonna
go. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Packers.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna beat the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl.
I think the Packers are going to beat I think they're probably
You're
gonna.
picking the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Against
I'm going to pick them over.
you're going for another rematch, huh? Steelers.
No, that would have been fun. That would be really fun. But no, I think they'll beat the Patriots.
Packers over Patriots. I think if that happened, I'd probably pick the Patriots. The Patriots met with the Packers, but it would be close. It'd be fun. It'd just be a shootout.
It'd be a fun. Yeah, it's a fun Super Bowl.
But you know,
It's
man,
the Super Bowl we've wanted for the past several years.
I haven't wanted that.
I've
wanted the Patriots to lose every year. Fuck them. I'm going Bengals though. That's just. I think the Bengals are gonna win the Super Bowl.
You know, actually, it would be a fun Super Bowl.
Or lose to the Texans in the first round.
You know, it'd be a fun Super Bowl.
What?
Bengals Cardinals. Let me tell you why.
That's not fun. That's boring. I don't care about the Palmer storyline.
Okay, fine. I was gonna say both teams get to extinguish demons as far as like Dalton chokes, Palmer chokes, blah 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 blah. Can't get it done. Can't get it done.
I don't care about narratives at all. The storylines are totally irrelevant to me.
I enjoy the storylines.
I like
at least in football. I do. I hate them in basketball.
I mean, I understand why people like storylines, but I just like watching the Bengals play. But I don't think I'd like watching them play against the Cardinals. I think Bengals versus Seahawks would be more fun to watch.
What do you think the most fun Super Bowl would be?
The most fun Super Bowl game-wise for me would probably be the Seahawks versus Patriots. Just like in terms of, without all the storylines and all the narratives, I think Seahawks and Patriots would probably be the most fun to watch. All right, so I think that's enough for the
best coaching matchup too.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I know Bruce Arians is pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we're just looking at a game context, so I think most fun Super Bowls involve the Patriots.
Yeah.
Especially if something bad happens to the Patriots.
Especially in the past 50. Yeah.
Maybe their running back dies again and loses the ball.
Or some crazy ass
helmet catch. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to talk about whatever Trevor wants to talk about.
For sure.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you, guys.